Next on the agenda, please.
Proceeding with the number one item on our meeting agenda is the applications for special one-day license to sell, dispense malt beverages and wines only, or either one. Starting with Ashley Roper, who is catering manager for Aramark. She has 4 events. First being the 5-year celebration for Alumni and Community Master of Science in Autism Studies, scheduled for Thursday, March 21st, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., to be held at the Allen House at 2 Solomon Way. The second event will be a keynote speaker, Renee Elliott, to be held Thursday, March 21st, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and that would be at the iHub, located at 110 Canal Street, 3rd floor. The third event is the Toast of Senior Chancellor Leadership Society members, scheduled for Monday, May 13, 2019, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Allen House, 2 Solomon Way. Her fourth event is the Dean's Scholars Reception for Thursday, May 16th, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Saab Building, 40 University Ave.
Good evening. State your name for the record. How are you, Ashley?
How are you?
Good. Back again?
I'm here.
All right. Questions or comments from the board? Move approval by Commissioner McCarthy, seconded by Commissioner Donahue. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Ashley, always do a good job.
All
Good
right.
luck.
Thank you.
You bet.
Proceeding with an application for beer and wine by Richard S. Barrett of Kilkenny Pub for the St. Patrick's Day outdoor outing, Sunday, March 17, 2019, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. within an enclosed area at the parking lot adjacent to the Kilkenny Pub at 660 Roger Street. Also, in conjunction with this event, Mr. Barrett has filed for amplification permit of sound. This is for a disc jockey, a band, St. Patrick's Day, Sunday, March 17th. This would be from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. The city ordinance would require a 10 p.m. cutoff. Also to be in the enclosed area of the parking lot adjacent to Kilkenny Pub.
State your name for the record.
Richard Barrett.
How are you, Richard?
Good.
Good. Just want to make sure you've cleaned and pressed Commissioner McCarthy's kilt. You do that? Everything's all set?
Got it done, yep.
All right, got to make sure of that. Any questions or comments from the board? Move for approval by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Donahue. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. You always do a good job over there. Good luck.
Very much.
Next,
Is
please.
Heather Jones-Kring here? Proceeding with our number third item, we have for ratification a charity wine pouring license by the American Lebanese Syrian Associated Charities, Inc. The acronym is ALSAC of Memphis, Tennessee. Heather Jones-Kring is a representative. This is the event for Fitness for a Cure benefit, to benefit the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, to be held at Lowell Memorial Auditorium, 50 East Merrimack Street, on Saturday, March 16, 2019.
Good evening. State your name for the record.
Heather Jones-Kring.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Ryan, on the certification, the additional remarks or conditions, license of record for Lowell Memorial Auditorium, Lindsay Hospitality Group, but am I looking at the right thing here?
So
She's got the license, but Lindsay's is, help me out, I'm sorry.
the charity wine pouring is that the St. Jude Foundation
Yep.
is hosting an event at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium. They're the recipient of approximately 120 cases of wine
120 bottles of donated wine.
Okay.
from a
Okay.
donor,
I
and
get it,
so
I get it, I understand it already. Okay, questions or comments from the board? Move for approval by Commissioner McCarthy, seconded by Commissioner Howe. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Good luck with your event.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
following which we have a review of the status of the licensee known as MBOA Alliance LLC. Stanley Tabby is the manager of record and LLC manager. Peter Tamajong is also LLC manager. This is a licensee for all alcoholic beverages restaurant at 135 Central Street. At the present time, premises are under construction. The certificate of inspection is pending, and the 2019 license has not been issued. Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, just as a follow-up to our meeting we held in December 13th, Stanley was before you at that time to justify the renewal of the license for 2019. It was the board's recommendation that this matter be reviewed at this time of the calendar to see what the status is of the opening of the restaurant. Mr. Peter is here, Tamajong is here, and he's also here with the construction manager, Mike Rogers, to offer the commission an update.
Good evening. State your name for the record.
My name is Peter Tamajon.
Peter, how are we doing?
I'm doing well. Thank
Good. Do you have a gentleman right aside of you you'd like to introduce?
Mike Rogers.
Mike, how are you?
Great.
All right, gentlemen, what's going on?
Just a history of what's going on. We engage in doing a lot of work in the premise. We had a lot of issues having to meet up the timeline. We had issues with the HVAC, the plumbing, electricity, removing the asbestos. So we engage in doing all the work and making sure that we're going to meet the timeline. But getting the city to do the inspections and scheduling them, coupled with the holidays, it's been a challenge for us to get that finished. So, but we are on par to get it finished. We've engaged. Mike has been helping us to get to go after the contractors. Also, we're working with the city and the LDFC to help us. They're the ones sponsoring us to get the place on par. We had a lot of issues there. The electric was completely all. We had to redo
You've pretty
everything.
well gutted this whole place.
We completely renewed the entire place, completely.
So Mike, what?
We ran into about 5 weeks in prison from the last time you had a meeting
Yeah.
with the HVAC and the electrician due to their own company sickness and loss of like 3 weeks with their whole crew. And then the electrician just got over it with a ton of work. And so we spent a couple of weeks chasing the electrician to get him back in there, and finally come to the point where we had to hire a whole new electrician to come in.
So we're anticipating a completion date of?
By the end of May. I would say more realistically, construction point by the middle of May.
Soup to nuts.
Soup to nuts.
Yes.
Commissioner Howe?
I was going to ask the completion date.
Yeah.
I mean, quite an investment here.
We did. We put over 230,000 so far, and it's not yet completed because we had to redo almost everything in there.
Good for
Almost
you.
everything.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at somewhere around May for a completion date. Let's try to stay with that date. If it's something that you found in the meantime, I'm going to pass it on to the other commissioners so they can take a look at. That's something as you've got a snag somewhere, please let us know.
Yeah.
All right? I'm quite impressed with what's going on there. I really am. Be a great asset to the downtown for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, so if we're looking at May, fine. If you find yourself that,
Yeah, I'm very confident in that date. We're on pace now. We're
Okay.
running a couple more vendors, contractors, sprinkler system, getting all revamped this week.
very good.
So, yeah, a lot of it was just out of their control, unfortunately, but now we're back on pace and looking to hit that goal.
All right, Commissioner Donahue, Commissioner McCarthy, anything? All right, okay, all right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, gentlemen,
Thank you.
thank you for coming here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great job.
Ryan, you want to get a date for May then, so we can schedule him back in here for a date in May? Why don't we do our last meeting in May? We'll have him here. And if they have any complications, let us know. We'll have them come in and tell us what's going on. And May 23rd?
Yeah, that's fine.
You sound good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you May 23rd. All
Thank
right,
you so
great.
much. Thank
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
All right. No, thank you. Peter. Yep. We got the dealership one. Yeah, I got this one. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
So proceeding now with number 5 on our meeting agenda, we have the application by The Last Safe, Inc., doing business as The Last Safe and Deposit, all alcoholic beverages restaurant licensee at 160 Merrimack Street, for change of manager to Timothy Kelleher of Littleton, Mass.
Good evening. State your name for the record, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. My name's John Hardigan. I'm here on behalf of the Last Safe, Inc. With me this evening is Timothy Kelleher, who is your applicant.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
I'm well, how about yourself?
Good.
Before I begin what I anticipate to be a brief presentation, I think it may assist the conversation of this commission. Although I was not at the hearing last, I guess it was the 28th, I did have an opportunity to watch it, and it seemed to me as if there was some questions regarding the status of Mr. Regan's employment with the Last Safe, and if he wasn't employed, why there was a delay in the submission of an application. I'm sure Mr. Kelleher can confirm the things that I'm about to tell you, and that is that Mr. Regan is not an employee, he's no longer an employee, probably has not been an employee since the late summer of 2018. But I mean, I think it's fair to say that if we lived in a perfect world and we all had perfect clients, arguably a more seasonable application would have been submitted. But I would ask the board to keep in context that this issue was brought forward to this board by a principal of the Last Safe. I recall Mr. Wynn talking about the fact that he was approached by Mr. Kaplan sometime in this June, July timeframe that says, Ryan, or I'm paraphrasing obviously, we may have an issue with the manager. I think that was also followed up by, I believe, an email from Mr. Kelleher concerning questions as to exactly how do I fill out these forms. And I think your executive secretary rightly suggested that they contact counsel. Now, also, and again, not in the point of justification, but again, more in context, I understand Mr. Kelleher went through a period of time, well, maybe I will stay, maybe I won't stay. That didn't work out. Eventually, that relationship was terminated. I think Mr. Kelleher will also tell you what their hope was, that they would come in with the suitable applicant. So there was, in essence, on-the-job interviews from employees that they hired, hopefully to replace Mr. Regan. That also didn't work out. But I think the reality is, and I think, again, referring to Mr. Wynn's conversation with this commission, Mr. Kelleher is recognized as a hands-on owner of the property. I mean, even though Mr. Regan was not there, his name, and Mr. Kelleher's name was not on the wall, I think during this entire period of time, the reality was that Mr. Kelleher was the acting manager. So I don't know, and again, should have been filed. I'm not here to suggest that it shouldn't have been, but I'm not certain the day-to-day operation of the establishment changed in any degree. But
Who is the owner of the Last Safe and Deposit?
it is co-owned by Mr. Kaplan and Mr. Kelleher. Same owners.
Same owners as the Village Smokehouse.
Same owners as the Village Smokehouse, correct.
All right. I'm going to defer to my commissioners for any comments or questions they may have.
Mr. Keller, how much time are you going to spend here at the establishment?
Well, that was one of the challenges in trying to find a manager, is the safe is only open 25 hours a week. I'm currently there, I'm always there Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I go back and forth between the smokehouse and the safe probably 5 times a night. And then I'm always there during the day, taking in deliveries. So probably 25, 30 hours a week.
What are your operating hours?
10 o'clock till 2, 6 days a week.
Okay. Commissioner Howard, did you have anything?
I have no questions. I just want to thank him for the explanation.
Okay, so we're gonna apply. Mr. Keller is gonna be, his application is going to go into the ABCC, right? At this point, right? Okay.
Obviously, you need to take a vote to
Yep,
approve.
we'll do that as well. Only thing I will mention.
Pardon me?
Only thing I will mention, you had mentioned that Mr. Wynn knew knew somewhat of a manager of record change. Is that what
No,
am I
no.
paraphrasing or not?
No, what I'm suggesting is that there was no hide the ball here, that the principals, didn't take the position, oh, we thought he was our employee, we thought he was working. They approached, and I'm not suggesting that they told Mr. Nguyen or Mr. Nguyen was keeping any secrets, but they approached Mr. Nguyen and said, we may have an issue with the manager. We're going to pursue this. So, and then Mr. Kelleher sent an email, as I said, I think, looking for some explanation. Nobody ever told, I wasn't present in the conversation, but I never, in my conversations with Mr. Kelleher and Mr. Kaplan, I think it's fair to say they never said Regan's left, we're without a manager. But I think the issue of the likelihood that we're going to need to replace him was not hidden by the principals.
All right.
But wasn't that his responsibility to know that he needed to replace his manager?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I'm saying, Mr. McCarthy, I'm not here and trying to justify it. I'm just trying to put it in context.
All right. Mr. Kelleher and Mr. Kaplan have been in this business for a long time. They understand the rules and regulations of the Lowell License Commission and the ABCC. I'll make the motion to push the application through, but we should have known better here. We've been here like 9 months here without really a real manager of record, and it is unacceptable. But we have an applicant that is known to the city, at the Village Smokehouse, and I'll make the motion that we go forward with the application. Do I hear a second? Seconded by Commissioner Donahue. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All in favor? All against? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Proceeding with number 6 on the meeting agenda, we have the application by the corporation known as 495 Cars, Inc., Majid Gaji, President, for a license for secondhand motor vehicles, used car agent, Class 1, for premises at 720 Roger Street. Presently, the Class 1 licensee of record is Lannon Motors LTD, doing business as Lannon Mazda. Stephen P. Lannon Jr., President, and the premises is at 720 Roger Street.
Good evening. State your name for the record, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and fellow commissioners. Attorney Michael Zame. I'm here with Mr. Ganchi from 495 Cars, Inc.
What's going on, Counselor?
What's going on is 495 Cars, Inc. Is the newly formed corporation which will be in the process of taking over the, currently Mr. Ganchi is the president of the corporation that runs 495 Jeep, Chrysler, and Dodge, which is out on Roger Street. This is the Mazda dealership that is, if you're looking at it to the left-hand side, which is presently owned by Lannon, as Mr. Nguyen stated. What's happening is that they have reached an agreement whereby they are buying the dealership, the Mazda aspect, from Lannon. Lannon is still going to have their dealership up the street, but they're taking over the Mazda. It's been a deal that they've been working at. Mr. Ganchi has been at that 495 the Jeep Chrysler Dodge dealership for quite some time. He's been a great neighbor with the city there. You may know that he does have a lease agreement with the city to store some cars over in the Alumni Stadium during certain periods of time. If you look at the 495 the Jeep, the Chrysler Dodge dealership, it's impeccably kept, it's well maintained. It's a beautiful piece of property that he takes great pride in ownership of. The opportunity arose, he is now, they're in the process of closing, which is set for the end of the month. We came to, with Mr. Nguyen's guidance, we came to before the commission tonight. And again, Mr. Nguyen has been a great help in getting us, where we needed to be to get everything lined up. One of the requirements that we are waiting on, and the closing, as I said, is set for the end of the month. At the end of the month, when the closing takes place, part of that is going to be that the agency letter from a manufacturer, the Mazda, will then be issued to 495 Cars, Inc., which will be a requirement for this board to issue that license. So we're kind of doing this, and the lease agreement that you have in front of you does say that the lease agreement would be void if the license was not approved, which is also one of the requirements of this license commission. So what we're asking the board to do is to approve the transfer, to approve the license to go to 495 Cars, Inc., and that the license not be issued until that condition is met, that we bring in the agency letter to turn that over to Mr. Nguyen. And this is all supposed to be timed for the transfer on April 1st.
So you're going to, from Mazda by April 1st, is that what you're saying?
That's, the closing is set to take place, and then once they have that, we should have the letter as part of the closing package, and that will be one of the things that would be required to give to you in order for the license to issue, if I stated that correctly, right, Mr. Nguyen?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, Attorney Zame, just as a point of underscore what you just heard from Attorney Zame is that the Land and Motors Ltd. would have to surrender its Class 1 license. But in the meantime, if the commission is so inclined to give a conditional approval, all of the pieces that Attorney Zame has just described are put together timely, then a cancellation would take effect, an issuance of a new license for Class 1 for 495 Cars, Inc. But the key to the Class 1 used car agent license is the contract with the manufacturer. That's the contingent. That's the important part for the Class 1 license.
I understand, okay. I don't have any questions, commissioners? Any further questions? Commissioner Donahue?
We're going to be just approving a conditional license, is what you're saying, and once the big contract is signed with Mazda,
The agency letter is what's, if we had the agency letter, that would satisfy all the requirements that this license commission would need to, by law, to issue the license to 495 Cars, Inc.
Right.
Obviously, with that dealership still in business until the date of the actual closing, they need theirs in effect, and then the subsequent one will be issued. You can't have two at the same address.
okay, all right, thank you.
Commissioner Hahn?
I just have a question on the corporate papers that you submitted with the application said 495 Mazda, Inc.
That's correct. The original articles of organization were 495 Mazda. We did submit the amended, and if you look at the amended, which is part of Exhibit 6, the amended application does have the amended articles of incorporation, and it says they are amended to reflect that it's 495 Cars, Inc., not 495 Mazda.
Okay, I just want to make sure if we needed to do an AKA.
No, that was taken care of, and that was part of the other, some of the other negotiations that took place with respect to the naming rights.
Got it, thanks.
All right, so everything should line up pretty well by the end of the month, right?
That's what we're hopeful for, and like I said, as I said, he runs a very tight ship over there, and I don't think anything's going to change. I think there's only going to be improvements. I think they're adding some more employees and things like that. Is that correct?
That's right, sir.
All right. How's your other business doing?
It's going okay. Work at it every day.
Okay.
I have one other question. Who owns the land there?
I'm purchasing the land as well,
You're purchasing it?
Right,
on a different entity.
and you'll see that in there, who's going to own the land and who owns the.
All the closings at the same time on April 1st.
Got it, thank you.
Very good. Okay. Do I have a move approval by Commissioner Donahue, seconded by Commissioner McCarthy? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Counselor?
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Very good. Good luck with you.
Thank you, sir.
Hope you do well.
Thank you.
Help you out. So, issue. Don't mind.
Commissioner, now proceed with number 7 on our meeting agenda. We have a hearing that had been continued from February 14, 2019 on allegations of misconduct as charged by Raymond Kelly Richardson, Superintendent of Police, dated January 3rd, 2019, against the licensee known as Boomy Liquors, Inc., doing business as Specific Liquors, 421 Central Street. This is an all-alcoholic beverages packaged goods store licensee. Members of the commission, as a point of quick reminder of the matter of why the continuance took place, originally was held on January 31st, but we were looking to go to February 14th, I believe. So there is a video, a store video, that was made accessible to the Lowell Police Department by the licensee. The Lowell Police Department made a copy of that in a form of a CD, made it available to the law office, and I have that CD for the commission to view of the transaction between a buyer and the sales clerk at Pacific Liquors. So for purposes of the matter of viewing that video, it's been advised by the law department that it be done in a matter of executive session.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that the individual who had purchased a beverage at the counter apparently may have pending criminal charges. And so to protect the individual's privacy, I'm requesting the commission consider a motion to vote, go into an executive session to comply with or act under the authority of Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21.
Should we have a roll call on the executive session? Roll call? Okay.
Okay, Chairman Dakota?
Yes.
Well, let's
We have to
preface it by
make a motion to go into executive session.
Okay,
By
second.
Commissioner Donahue, seconded by Commissioner McCarthy.
Okay. Commissioner McCarthy? Yes. Commissioner Howe?
Yes.
Commissioner Donahue? Okay, there's 4 yeas.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Counsel.
would it be possible just to make a quick point before you go into executive session?
Sure, go ahead.
Since the last hearing, for the record, Peter Nicosi on behalf of the license holder. Since the last hearing, I have personally witnessed the new evidence, which is before you for the first time. I've also had the opportunity to speak to the clerk for the first time since that last hearing. I've advised the license holder to stipulate to the issue that a sale of 1 nip of alcohol did take place. However, the same new evidence calls significantly into question the issue of whether or not the license holder knew or should have known that this patron was intoxicated. So the question of intoxication is still at issue. So when you witness this video, please focus your attention on that component of the patron's behavior and mannerisms. And when you do come out of executive session, if I could have just a few minutes to present some supplemental evidence on that point, make a couple of closing comments, and then let you rule from there.
That'd be fine, Counselor.
Thank you.
So the License Commission will now go into executive session and will come back out to vote to go back into regular session.
Is Jordan Cormier here? Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Nice to see you too. Everything all right? Yeah.
Members of the commission, will you now consider a vote to resume regular session?
Move to resume regular session.
Seconded by Commissioner McCarthy.
Chairman Dakota?
Yes.
Commissioner McCarthy?
Yes.
Commissioner Howe?
Yes.
Commissioner Donahue?
Yes.
4 yeas.
Okay. Councilor Nicosia, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, a few follow-up questions for Officer Paul Robbins.
All right, any questions that you will ask, Council, will need to come through the chair, okay?
Okay.
And if I deem them to be worried, I'll let him answer them. If not, this is, and the reason why I'm saying that is council has advised that,
Okay.
okay?
So you don't want me asking him any direct questions, so I'll just ask them to you, and you'll say, yes, he can answer them, or no, he won't?
Pretty much,
That's, okay.
yep.
Isn't it true that the officer did not witness any of the patrons' interactions with the store clerk?
I think that's pretty plain to see that he did not, so, next.
Did the officer perform any field sobriety tests on the patron as a result of the incident?
Are you asking prior to entry, or
Prior to entry?
you can answer that question, officer?
Just for the record, Officer Paul Robbins, badge number 746, the Lowell
Thank you,
Police
sir.
Department.
Thank you.
I did not perform failed sobriety.
Thank you.
Prior to entering the establishment, did Officer Robbins perform a breathalyzer test on?
Next question.
Did Officer Robbins have any conversations with the patron prior to entry into the establishment?
Officer, can you answer that one?
I did, yes.
Can you explain what the conversation was about?
It was about the incident that we were called to the scene for that started at Jay's convenience store down the street.
What was the reason why you were called to that in the first place, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, next.
But in the conversations which Officer Robbins attempted to have with the patron, did the patron make any responsive comments to Officer Robbins so that he could judge his speech capabilities?
And allow that to, go ahead.
He did respond. I don't remember what my exact questions or his responses were at the time.
And did you feel that he was inebriated at that point?
Not from the conversation, but just from the previous observations.
Can
The
you,
walking
can you,
and holding onto the
can you
building.
expand upon that?
So when he was talking, he just, I'm very familiar with this individual from numerous past incidents.
Okay,
He just answers in basically one-word answers. He doesn't really get into sentences or any of that, so he just yes, no, or however else he usually answers.
okay, Counsel, go ahead.
So would it be an accurate statement then that the basis for the determination that Officer Robbins thought this patron was intoxicated was because he was unsteady on his feet?
No, I think that's already been established that he was there because he was called to the scene about a previous incident, so.
But my direct question is, when Officer Robbins was witnessing this patron outside the establishment,
Yeah,
what conduct on behalf of the patron caused him to think that he was intoxicated? I just want that clarified for the record.
I thought I just asked him if he thought he was inebriated, and he said, at that point, he couldn't tell. Is that true? Is that what I said?
Yeah, so just from my observations of him walking down Charles Street towards Pacific Liquors, but not from the conversation. So he was holding onto the buildings and stumbling,
And stumbling.
but
All right.
during the conversation,
All right.
I mean, he was just kind of answering in the one-word answers that he usually gives us.
Okay,
All right. I don't have any further questions
That's
for
fine.
Officer Robbins.
all right.
If it would please the commission, I do have a few questions for the clerk that was on duty that evening. Her name is Savi Tem.
Okay. Just state your name for the record, ma'am.
My name is Avitam.
How are you tonight?
Good.
Good.
Savi, what position do you hold with Pacific Liquors?
Clerk.
Clerk? And
You can step right up to the microphone, don't worry. Okay, thank you.
how long have you been working for Pacific Liquors?
A year?
All right. And do you recall working back on December 19th, 2018?
What was it?
December 19th,
Yes.
Do you have some recollection about a patron being arrested outside the store that evening?
No. Oh, yes.
You do. Do you recall that patron coming in and making a purchase of alcohol?
Yes.
All right. What exactly did the patron purchase?
Nip.
And what kind of nip?
Root beer.
Root beer?
Root beer.
It was a root beer alcohol?
Yes.
All right. And was the patron able to communicate that request to you, what he wanted to buy?
Yes.
And you understood that?
Yes.
During the time that the patron was in the establishment, did he ever appear unsteady on his feet?
No.
Did he require himself to hold himself up by holding on to
No.
anything in the store?
No.
Did the patron demonstrate any signs that he may have been drunk?
No.
Right. Do you feel that you are capable of making a determination if someone appears to be intoxicated?
Yes.
Was it a long time period or short time period that he was in the store?
Short time.
Would you say it was less than 30 seconds?
Yes.
I don't have any further questions.
Thank you. Before I defer to the board, Attorney Gordon, do you have any questions for the witness? That's fine, okay. I'll open it up to the board. Any questions? Commissioner Howe?
No questions.
Was there anybody else in the store while he was in there?
No.
Okay.
Thank
The patron was, Captain Hodgson, the patron was arrested, correct? Outside of the premises?
That's correct, he was.
What was the charge?
Assault, battery, dangerous weapon, to wit, door, assault, battery, police officer.
Okay.
No intoxication charges or anything?
Understood, Counselor. Thank you. Ryan, I don't have it in front of me. What has been the past history and complaints with Pacific Liquors? You have it. Thank you, Joe.
In 2014, 2015, there was compliance checks matters.
Same owner?
Yes,
Yeah. Those are the only two? Two complaints, right? 2014, 2015.
yes.
All right. Who's the owner? Can you come up to the, yeah, you want?
Yeah, he can. When you think it's appropriate, if I could just make a couple comments on the video, I would appreciate the opportunity to do
You're up there
that.
now, go ahead.
Okay. So you had a chance to witness the video, as did I, since the last hearing. The patron is inside the store interacting with that clerk for 25 seconds, which is far less than the opportunity that the officer with a much more trained eye had to witness this person ambulating down the street. At no time in that video does that patron, in my opinion, exhibit any signs of outward intoxication. He's steady on his feet. He doesn't hold anything. Clerks indicated that he was able to communicate his order for purchase. There's no objective evidence in terms of, breathalyzer or field test or alcohol charges. Really, all you have is outside of the store testimony. There is no evidence about inside the store other than that video, and the video doesn't support the charge, is the only point that I would make. This is Vimal Patel, primary owner.
Vimal Kumar Patel.
Mr. Patel, how long have you owned this business now?
6 years.
6 years, right? Okay, and we have these two prior complaints against you. One thing I did notice on the video, I did not see the clerk really make more than probably 2 or 3 second eye contact with the customer. But you stipulated that the sale was made, I understand that, and the sale probably took 20 seconds by the time he grabbed it and walked right out the door. If he was he stumbling, drunk? That video doesn't show that to me, and that's difficult to prove. The only thing I would say in the defense of the owner is that we haven't had any major complaints. Now, obviously, we've had some issues with the gentleman that was arrested by Officer Robbins, and Officer Robbins, it looked like, dealt with it adequately. but on a different charge of an assault. So if the other commissioners do not have any other comments, I would make a motion that we place this on file. I would, however, Mr. Patel, I'm not sure how many other clerks you do have, but do I think he may have had some alcohol prior to going into your establishment? That's just me personal. I think he probably did, and I think that's why, and I think Officer Robbins also testified that he believed he was. But when your clerks are selling alcohol to patrons, I think they need to be trained that they have to look at the person and see. I don't think she looked at him more than 2 seconds. Okay? But I'm making my determination on your past non-history, I would say, and I would make a motion to place this on file, basically slapping your wrist at this point, but making you aware that I think your clerks need a little bit more training in that aspect.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her to get a tips training.
Do you have any other clerks beside her? I'm sure you do.
No, I mean,
You don't?
my wife works, I work over there too.
So just the three of you?
Yes.
Okay. Do the commissioners have any other further comments concerning this? Commissioner Donahue, do you?
I'm agreeing with your motion and your rationale for it. It was a very short time in the store. What the officer observed outside before and after, I think, are different issues, but that short time that the customer was in the store, I can't see there was a lot of display of intoxication.
Right. Commissioner McCarthy, anything further?
Second your motion.
Second. Further discussion by Commissioner Howe.
I just have a few comments. I thought the video, I didn't see any signs of intoxication. I find that your clerk's testimony is very credible, and I don't see that there's substantial evidence for either of these charges.
I would make a motion that we place both of these complaints on file. Seconded by Commissioner McCarthy. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. I'd like to thank everybody for attendance for this matter.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, thank you. Thank you to the police department.
Officer Robbins, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Can I have that back for Joe?
Yeah, sure.
Commission will now proceed with last meeting agenda item. We have a communication I received from Robes Barbosa of Lowell Steakhouse, Inc. This was on March 12, 2019. Licensee of record at 490 Central Street. His request is to cancel the all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for 2019. So when we last met Mr. Barbosa, he came before the commission on December 13, 2018 regarding whether the renewal of those license for 2019 should go forward. The commission approved the renewal. Mr. Barbosa assured the commission at that time that he was going to be visiting his family in New Jersey, but that he would return to Lowell to resume operation of the business and change the manager of record. Circumstances have changed dramatically since Mr. Barbosa last met with the commission. He's in New Jersey. He emailed me several emails regarding the status of operations, and he is looking to surrender that license. It's my understanding also, just for this quickly, I just want to make a point that there was a substantial amount of money owed to the city of Lowell for unpaid property tax. I also come to find out is that though that property tax has been resolved and paid, and there was a lien that had been filed by the city treasurer, that has now been resolved. But there is a personal property tax that Lowell Steakhouse still owes to the city of Lowell. And I brought it to the attention of a Lowell attorney who's involved with the Lowell Steakhouse, Inc., at least in regards to the property itself. And he's asked to represent a potential applicant for a new license at a later date. Now, the potential applicant for the new license is also had been involved with Lowell Steakhouse in 2018 on a day-to-day basis, from what I was told, and I think it was conveyed to the commission on December 13th. The amount of money owed to the city of Lowell is $740 personal property tax from 2018, 2019. If the license is canceled, then there is no responsibility on the licensee of record to pay the fee, because he'll be parts unknown, if you will. The potential new license holder is not responsible. So $740 that's due to the city for personal property tax under the license for Lowell Steakhouse
that
would
right?
not be paid. So I just brought so I guess my point is, before the commission is quick to cancel the license, they may want to allow the city a little bit more time to see if they can receive this.
$740. Yeah. You want to chime in on this?
Well, I'm going to tell you,
I get what you're saying, yeah, but.
If we give more time, I'll look into the ability to lien the property for the $740 so that it'll appear as a lien and
If you
won't
could
go
clear
away
that
even
up.
if the license is canceled. I'll look into this.
All right, let's.
I just want the commission to be
No,
aware.
I understand, Ryan, I get what you're saying. All right. We'll have Attorney go ahead and do his due diligence. All right? Motion adjourned by Commissioner Howell, seconded by Commissioner McCarthy. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Everyone have a good evening.